Hello, welcome to today's 15-minute fitness class, all about lower body this session, and today is all about squats. So we're going to do lots of variations, going to keep it moving for our full 15 minutes. Let's get started with our warm-up. Get our legs good and warmed up. We're going to start off with hip openers, so take it back and bring it forward. Take it back and bring it forward as high up and as far back as you can. Whether your flexibility is limiting you or your range of motion or your work pants, you just do the best that you can. Let's do one more on each side. Good. Next, we're going to do windmills. Legs are wide, opposite hand down to opposite toe. Reach through that hamstring and then use those glutes to raise you back up. Very mindful movements. We're not just dropping down, hopping back up. Think about that lower body driving these movements, controlled, purposeful. One more, good. Take it into 10 men. You're going to swing that leg out in front. Reach for that toe. If your hamstrings are a little tight or sore, like mine are, you can probably feel these really well. Couple more. Stop. Very good. We're going to take it into high knees. You can run these out or take a knee to an elbow. Use those glutes to bring that knee up high. Think about bringing those knees up high. Less about bringing the elbow down. Just a little twist to bring it down. Good. Then last one, we're going to do jumping jacks. You can either jump them out or step them out. I step them out because I know I get out of breath if I run these out, and then that's no fun for you if I'm huffing and puffing trying to explain what we're doing. Either one here is good. Three, two, and one. Nice job, guys. All right, we're going to get into it. So our first three moves are all going to be variations of squats. We're going to begin with just a regular squat, all the way up, all the way down, sit back into it. Then we're going to go into squat pulses, where you're going to go from the bottom to halfway. And then for the third one, you have two options. You can either do a squat jump or a squat into a toe raise. Okay, so for these, I'm going to encourage you that we're going to go a full minute each, back to back to back. So 3 minutes straight of it, but you have the option. I'll tell you when it's the 40-second mark, so you can take a 20-second break in between there. Totally your choice. Regular squats, ready, and begin. When we're doing these regular squats, your weight is on your heels. Sit back deep into it like you're trying to sit in a chair. That's just a little too far back for you. Put that weight on those heels. We're almost at our 40-second mark. All right, 40 seconds is right here. So you can keep with me for these last 20, or you can take that little rest right now. Both are great options. You choose what you want to do, what's best for your workout. The fact that you're here is fantastic. We're going to move into squat pulses right now. So if you paused, go ahead and join us. If you stuck with me, we're just moving right to it. So with these, you really got to think about keeping that weight on your heels, because it's easy to kind of go forward and just like bounce on your knees, which is not what we want to do. Keep that weight to the back on the heels. You're still sitting far back into it. Don't think about bouncing on your knees. Rising up and lowering is just from the bottom to halfway up. I find if you go too fast, it's easy to lose that form. We're at the 40-second mark. If you want a 20-second rest, now is your time. Woo, feeling the burn on these. 10 seconds left here. Don't bounce. Keep that good form. If you're losing it, go ahead and take that rest. All right, we're moving into squat jumps or squat to toe raise now. If you're doing squat to toe raise like me, again, we're being very purposeful on where our weight is situated. When we sit back into that squat, our weight is on our heels. When we move into the toe raise or the calf raise, your weight switches onto your toes. You have to be very purposeful about switching that weight. Don't do your squat with your weight on your toes. Almost at the 40-second mark. Now, you can take that 20-second rest if you like right now. If you're doing those squat jumps, hats off to you. That is fantastic. You're using that explosive movement, getting some cardio in with it. And stop. Nice job. All right, we're gonna deviate from that just a little bit. Our last 3 moves of the day, we're gonna do sumo squats, just like that. But first, we're gonna do a couple of different things. We're gonna begin with a walking squat. I'm gonna get here at the edge of my screen. You're gonna go down into a squat, stay low. You're gonna step as much space as you have. I'll probably do 3 steps and then the other way. You can do 3 steps, 5 steps, whatever space you have. Ready? Let's begin. We're staying low the whole time that we're moving, which means we're staying engaged in that squat position the whole time, but we're also using our inner and outer thighs as we move back and forth. We're halfway through. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Shake out those legs. Whew. Next up, we're going to do a squat with a leg raise, but you're going to stay on one side the whole time. So legs are about shoulder width apart. Sit back into that squat. Raise the right leg. Squat, raise the right leg. Raise the right leg the whole time. 40 seconds. Let's go. When you raise that leg, your foot is going to stay in line as if it's standing. Don't send like your toe out first. So like don't rotate your hips. Then like your toe is pointing up, if that makes sense. Keep your feet in line. That's going to make for sure that it's that adductor that's working. We're halfway through, a little bit more than halfway through on the right. Three, 2, 1. Good. Before we switch to the left side, we're going to do a wall sit. So if you have some wall, we're just going to sit down on it. You can join me when you're ready. Ideally, I'd like you to get so the tops of your legs are parallel with the ground. So all of that, this whole wall sit position is held by your quads. Your hands can rest on you, but you're not going to brace yourself up, right? If I put my hands like this, I'm holding myself up partially by my hands, my upper body. Try if your hands rest there if you don't want them to hang, but don't cheat. Make it all be on those quads. We're doing great. 15 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. All right, we're going back to that squat. This time we're going to raise the left leg. Same thing as before. Whew. And we're going to even ourselves out. All right, ready. Let's begin. Still going to sit back into that squat. And I do want this leg raise halfway through to be a purposeful movement, not just swinging it out there and letting it fall back down. But you are intentionally raising and intentionally lowering. Think about using that inner and outer thigh for both of those movements. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, now as promised, to finish out, we're going to do the same thing as at the beginning, but sumo squat version, which means your legs are going to go wide and your toes are going to point out at like 45-degree angles. So first minute or first 40 seconds is a regular sumo squat. Ready? And begin. This is going to work on slightly different muscles, a little too far out here in your legs. Weight is still on your heels. You're still sitting into it. I'm going to have us switch every 50 seconds instead of every 60 seconds. I'll still tell you when it's 40, but we're running low on time and I want to make for sure you get to do all of the fun and don't miss out on anything. We're at the 40-second mark. You can take a rest. Either way though, we're going to start sumo squat pulses now. So if you took the rest, start back up. If you're still going, let's have at it. We're doing those pulses, weight still on those heels, not bouncing on those knees, raising and lowering. Halfway through of the 40. That's kind of confusing. If you're going to take a rest, that will begin in 3, 2, 1. You can rest or stick with me for the next 10 seconds. We have one move left after this. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Okay, 2 options. Little mini rest here. You can either do squat, sumo squat jumps, or if you want to do that squat with the toe raise, I would go back to the regular squat with the toe raise. Your choice. Ready? Let's begin. I'm going to do half and half. 10 seconds down. I hope your quads are all burning with mine. It's not just me. 20 seconds down. I'm switching now. 30 seconds down. Let's go all the way to 50 all together. It's time. 10 seconds left. Push it to the end. 5, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Woo. Nice job. Take a deep breath after that one. Let's give those quads a good stretch. Pull the leg behind you. Woo, take some deep breaths in. Push it out through the mouth. Get that heart rate back down. Get some more oxygen back into your body. Good. Other side. Good. Cross one foot, fall in front of the other, and lean forward. That's going to get you a deeper stretch on that hamstring and a little bit through the calf. whichever one is the back one. You're just going to get a little bit of a deeper one than if you weren't crossed over. And switch. Very nice job. Very nice job, guys. Thanks for joining me today and doing lots of squats. We'll see you next time.